Hello, Idle Hero fans. Thank you for joining me today for the very demanded new Fresh Account series. And what that means is that I'm going to be starting a Fresh Account on the private server where I pretty much just play through the daily routine of the game, explaining things as I go, and kind of just giving you perspective on how I generally play the game, and perhaps giving new players an idea of what they can do to progress on a day-to-day basis instead of like just the bigger picture in-game stuff, which is generally what my channel is about. I'm going to take a slightly different approach with this Fresh Account series than I did with the original one, rest in peace, because I found that the reason why I had to stop was that it kind of became a little monotonous and pointless towards the end, where I wasn't really doing anything on the day-to-day basis. It was kind of just doing the routine of doing the daily quests and having no progress. Whereas on the private server, there's two reasons why that's going to be changed. One, there's a lot faster progress, meaning you're getting a lot more heroic scrolls, prophet orbs, and gems. Number two, everyone's on the same page, so my experience when it comes to leveling up my character and stuff like that is going to be the same as everybody's, except for, of course, the heroes we get are different. But as of like the course of progression, I'm not going to be accelerated any faster than anybody else. We all have the same amount of resources. No one's paying to win, so it's very even. And as well, I'm going to be trying to change up how I actually execute this video, where in the last Fresh Account series, towards the end it started to get a little bit stale, whereas this time what I'm going to do to help prevent that is that when it gets a little bit slower, I'm going to, instead of doing a episode every day kind of thing, or like each day that I play the game I'll have a new episode, what I will be doing is that once it slows down, I'll kind of try to combine a few like days into one episode, where I'll say, okay, the last time we looked at the Fresh Account, we were here and here and here, and since then X and X have changed and now we can do Y, or like kind of something like that, so that the progress and the pace of the episodes are still at least worth watching, in my opinion. But anyway, let's get right to it. The first thing you'll notice that I did get a little bit of experience. I made this account yesterday so that I could jump on today and get the actual, like, the rewards from the daily mail, I guess, from the daily mail. But you get, like, in here you get your shards and your gems, you get your battle tokens, you get more gems, you get your prophet orbs and your scrolls, and then your fish and more gems. So I wanted to make sure I got those. So we'll collect all that stuff. We'll collect this challenge, which I got from claiming one day or one time of campaign experience. So basically, make sure you're claiming your campaign experience, because you're going to get a shitload of rewards from this. It caps out at once every 8 hours. So if you leave the game without playing it for 8 hours, it'll continue to build up resources in the campaign until the last moment of 8 hours. Like after 8 hours, it doesn't gain anymore. So if you leave for 8 hours, you haven't missed anything. If you leave for 10 hours, though, you will have missed 2 hours of progress. So try not to let it go for too long if you want to maximize your gains. And since we just hit level 30 something, we got the guild. Not going to be too relevant for now. We also got the second challenge for level 20, as well as the next challenge for level 30, because leveling on the private server is ridiculous. I made sure not to claim my Hand of Midas before leveling up all those times, because the Hand of Midas, the amount of gold you get depends on your level. So the first few levels, it's very easy to fly through them, so try to wait as long as you can to claim the Hand of Midas and thus get more gold. So I'll claim that now. And I guess we can look at the summonings. We can do some summonings right off the bat. We got the free one here, just 2-star, not very important. Let's see what we can get on our 5 stars. A 3, same hero, another 3, a 3, and we got 3 of those heroes. So that's pretty unfortunate. Nothing really great from that. We can claim our basic summon and our heroic summon event. We can go to the profit tree though, and I'm not really sure where I want to spend these. If it's forest, fortress, or skull faction. The skull faction probably has the higher tiers. Like, it's the better hero. There's more better heroes in skull, but fortress is not bad either. I'll go with fortress actually. What we can have after this point is you guys can vote in the comments below which of those three you'd like to see, Forest, Fortress, or Skull Faction, and based on what you guys say, I'll use that one from then on until I get something that I can work towards progressively. We just got a 4-star from Fortress and another 4-star. Unfortunately, nothing really too great right now, but they will help us progress. And we have 2 of those time mages. So, do we have enough to really make a 6-star? We have one more hero. If we have one more blue hero, we can make the auras. Oh, we got another scroll we can buy here, so let's get that. Let's get this one, because it's only 30k. We refresh. Get 2 more of those 30k scrolls. Oops, do not buy that. You do not want to buy dust in the early point of the game. Maybe later on it would make sense because dust is very valuable once you get towards the end game. But for right now, it's not as valuable as it will be later. So your resources are probably better off spent elsewhere. But let's do our heroic scroll and see what we get. Flaming Lips. Not very good. Alright, so we get 1, 2... and 3. Okay, we did get another blue hero. So what this means is that when you go into the campaign or any other battle situation, and you can pick 6 heroes to be on your team. You can also filter by type, which can be helpful if you're trying to make one of these here auras that you see, like Shadow Faction, Fortress, Abyss, and etc. right up until Rainbow, or Color Mixing, a weird name. But anyway, the first 6 are just having... If you have 6 units on your team that are all of the same faction, they will get a bonus represented by this here icon. Like, for example, Forest, you get 5% crit and 20% HP. For Fortress, you get 5% dodge and 20% HP. Abyss, you get 15% attack and 20% HP, etc. Now, they start to get a little bit more complicated down the line, where, like, for example, color mixing means you have to have 1 hero of each type. So you have 1 dark, light, forest, fortress, abyss, and shadow. And then you'll get 10% attack and 10% HP. This is the most common aura in the end game because it's kind of the easiest to get while managing your resources properly, because you can spend all of your fortress fodder on leveling up 1 hero, you can spend all of your forest fodder on leveling 1 hero, etc, etc. These other ones start to get a lot harder, especially this one, Good versus Evil, which is 3 dark versus 3, having 3 dark and 3 light heroes on the same team. Very powerful, but very hard to actually get, because dark and light heroes are super hard to level up, so having 3 of each is outrageous. Ruin, which is 2 dark, 2 shadow, and 2 abyss. A little bit more manageable than the last one, but still 2 dark can be very difficult. Redemption, 2 light, 2 fortress, and 2 forest. Again, same problem as the last one, but the very good bonuses, 11% attack and 13% HP is very fair. The Justice is a much more common one, 3 forest and 3 fortress. This is much more achievable, especially in the mid game when you have like 5. If you have 6 5-star heroes, it's pretty easy to get one of these, either this one or Evil, which is 3 shadow and 3 abyss. And that's the one I was running for most of my game on my other account, my main account on the private server, because I had a bunch of Blood Blades, I had Aiden, and I had Balrog, so it just naturally kind of fell together. Depending on what you get from your heroic scrolls and your prophet orbs, you're probably going to make either this one or this one at least some point in your team's development. But for now, since we do have 6 blue heroes, let's go with that, and let's get on with the campaign. Oh, terrible 1-speed, can't have that. And that was easy. Of course it was easy. How could it be difficult? It's literally the first stage. Alright, so when you hit the second stage, though, they're going to force you to put some heroes in this little campaign box. This here doesn't matter. Just put your strongest heroes in this point. It was thought that it would increase the odds of getting gear and like gold and stuff like that, but I don't think it actually does. I don't think that was a thing that they actually implemented into the game. It was like maybe an afterthought. So, now that we've done a few battles, we got 2 of these guys. We can get them out of there, as well as we can level up our 4-star LM02. Let's level him up to 15. Let's level up a Time Mage to level 15 as well. And let's put some gear on this guy and this guy. And I think we have 2 Time Mages, right? Yeah, so we can level him up to 15. Okay, so let's... Oops, okay, he's 16. So he's going to be a little bit stronger than everyone else for no particular reason. So, let's look at our daily quests. We need to do the Hand of Midas twice, which we can worry about that later. 5 hearts, so we need some friends. So we can shout out in the, we can do the classic thing that everybody hates. Need hearts. If I could spell, it'd be okay. Say, hi, Mom. That's humor right there. Classic. But anyway, when you ask for friends in the chat, usually you'll get swarmed with a few people. I'll pick out some of these higher guys without a name like that. We'll go with this guy, send him an invite. See some other higher guys. Mugen, add you, 102, add you. Vinny, yes. Cherry Lord, yes. Fran, yes. So you add a bunch of these guys, and a bunch of them will probably add you eventually, maybe. And then you can send out hearts for your quest. We'll worry about that in a little bit. I'm sure someone will add me. Right now, though, we do have some of these tokens, and you can refresh the wheel. Unlike on the official server, on the private server, you can refresh and get any 5-star hero on the wheel. So, in this case, despite the fact that it could have been any hero, it was the same hero we already had, which was pretty coincidental, but can't do much about that. But you have to do 2 casino spins per day for your daily event anyway, so we'll get those done. Claim some of that. We need to do 2 Tavern Quests, which may be out of our scope for now. Ooh, we're going to lock that one, though, because that's awesome. That has a profit orb in it. Okay, so let's see. Can we do this? We need a mage. Yeah, we can do this one. So we can finish that quest, because that was a very easy quest, low requirement. This one requires a blue hero. We can do this one as well. So there we go. Now we have 2 quests done for today. So we can claim our prize there. As well as we just got 2 scrolls from that Tavern Quest. So let's check out what we can get here. Nothing particularly useful. Did we get any friends? We got 1 friend. No one actually added me. I'm kind of surprised. How come nobody added me? That's so unfortunate. I'll add some other people. And then we'll wait a little bit longer and see if that changes. I'm not on seasonal, am I? No. Okay. So, okay. We did get another guy. What else can we do? The blacksmith. I don't know if I can do that just yet. Do I have anything? No, I don't have any capacity to actually do the blacksmith. The arena, that's kind of sketch because our team is pretty weak right now. So I don't know if there's anybody we could actually fight. But we can take a look and see. 2,300 points. I don't think we can fight anybody. And it's giving all people with like thousands and thousands of power. So we're just going to have to take a loss and smack our head against this guy. Get you out of here. Despite the fact that there's no way we can win, we will do it. We'll skip through it to save ourselves the humiliation of getting absolutely wrecked. And check out, see if there's any... Did it give us better mercy this time? A little bit. This guy. Can we beat this guy? Maybe, because we have a faction bonus. The faction bonus will save us. Let's see if we can win. Thank God we don't have to go through that one times attack speed phase that happened on the Fresh Account Series #1. Alright, so this is it. I think we can actually win. That's the aura paying dividends. Alright. So now we just need to win 1 more. And this guy looks like the perfect target. Except he has a level 26 guy. That might throw a wrench into our plans. But let's try it. Let's see what we can do. And he's a 4-star, so he's actually pretty strong. But we have a level 15 4-star, so we're not too far off. And our aura bonus might make up for it. Oh yeah, we got him. We got him. Alright, so that's 3 arena battles. We can go claim the tokens here. Event raid. I don't know if we're strong enough to do that just yet. So we'll wait for that a second. Oops, we can claim this little guy. And we can do a few more campaign battles. That little thing just gives you a message telling you that if you put your damage dealers in the back row and your tanks in the front row, that's a good strategy to have. That's pretty true. Although, at a certain point, it becomes beneficial to have your best hero in the second slot right next to your tank, because that slot is very rarely hit as well, so that can be of benefit to you. So let's grind out a few of these. I love how you don't have to wait anymore. Like on the official server, you have to wait for that little timer to count down in between each battle. On the private server, that doesn't exist, and Meh is the best for doing that. That was an amazing thing that he did by changing that. So we got this guy, we have this guy, and we can get out of here. We can level up our LM. See how high we can get him. Let's get him at 26 because 6 is our number. Let's get this guy at 26. And this guy at 26. Let's see if we have any more gear for these guys now, too. And that's it. Not much gear. And we didn't get many invitations, unfortunately. Come on, 20-something seconds. So, yeah, basically, for the first little while, it might be a little bit harder to get people to add you, but eventually, as you get a higher level, people will recognize that you're actually consistent at playing, and if you're consistent at playing, people will then add you so they can trade hearts, and thus they'll like consistently get them, because that's the worry people have, is that if they add people who are low level, then the people will quit, and they won't know, and they won't be getting hearts as often as they should. Because you can, for each friend you have, you can send them 1 heart, and they can send you 1 heart per day. And those hearts you can use to make summons in the altar, or in the summoning altar, sorry. So we can grind out a few more of these campaign battles. Okay, let's get to 110. Or let's try to get past 110. Let's see if our fortress team can hold on. Okay, 19. I think 110 is another boss, so it might be a little bit harder. I'm not sure exactly how strong it'll be, though. And 110. Let's see. What does 110 have in store for us? It is a dark mage, or dark priest, I can't remember his name, and a random blue warrior. I think we can take them, though. They're pretty soft. They're not the strongest. And yes. Okay, we got them. So, we got past that, so we can go to the next stage, Moon Island. Alright, so we'll let that worry about itself. Let's get some more of these friends. It's not many, though. I still need 1 more friend. We can claim these gems and those promotion stones. What is in the inventory? 1-star imp. Not very important. There we go. Now we got 5 people. What? How did that happen? Did I decline that by mistake? No. Okay. Wait, did I? What happened there? Oops. I'm not sure what happened with that friend's request, but it kind of seems like it fizzled somehow. If I click decline, that was a mistake. Anyhow, what else can we do? We can try the event right now. That's what we'll do. Let's get our... Oops. Let's get our guys here. And they're all level 25, so I don't know if we can win this. We can try. Let's see. No, we lost, because I guess once our guys fall a little bit behind, we might need to level them up to 30. Let's get them up. And you, what does this do? Rear line gains dodge, front line gains HP. Okay, so let's level you up. Let's get you to 40. You're going to be our tank for now. Let's try that event raid once more. Still defeated. That sucks. What is happening? Need stronger units. Okay, so we gave him a little bit more stats, but not a lot. Upgrade that a little bit. Upgrade that. So let's... What else can we do? We can do a little bit more in the camp. Or we can try... We think we got a few scrolls. Yeah, we did. So let's see what we get here. 4-star. Unfortunately, he was a Skull faction, but he will probably make our team better if we add him anyway. So let's get him up there. Let's see if that makes the difference. Let's drop you and put you in. Now, can we beat this team? Yes. Alright, so our team has become a little bit stronger. Not this time. Do we have a grumpy corpse? Did I see that right? We did, okay. Level you up a little bit. Let's get some more of this stuff. Let's do a quick battle to see if we can get a few more resources. The sound effects are so intense for such a weak fight. Like, no one is doing any damage, but all these attacks sound like they're having such crazy impact. Did I still not have a 5th person add me? What the fuck? Oops. Let's level you up. Use some gear. Let's use some gear. And let's try that again. Can we finally win? Let's swap you out for you and you for you. There we go. Now, there we go. Another victory. So we won 2 of those fights now. We're just pretty much looking for spirit in order to continue leveling up our guys. Don't think we can do anything in the blacksmith still. No. We can do 1 more heart, and we could buy 1 more hand of Midas because it's pretty good. 20 gems for 193,000 is pretty fair. Get another token. Okay, see, Tiger Cats. I'll add you. Thalia, add you. Come on, man, we're in the same guild. Help me out. Caesar, add you. And you. Now, can we have 1 person? Still not quite. So let's do 1 or 2 more battles in the campaign, and then we'll probably see if we can't get those friends. We'll have to call it a night anyway. But hopefully this is a return to form for the Fresh Account series, and hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as you did the first one. I think it'll be better because the progression should be faster. So the first few episodes might not be as good, but once you get to like 4, 5, and 6, for example, we should start having like full teams of 5 stars pretty quickly. Alright, so let's do 1 more and then we'll check out our situation. I still haven't added the better heroes because we're not losing, so it doesn't seem too important to make sure that our team is completely optimal yet. Once we start to drop a few games, we could switch it over. The enemies are starting to get tougher, though. Alright, so there we go. And yes, we've got that 1 friend we needed. Perfect. Now, the blacksmith is what's holding us back here, unfortunately, but there's not much we can do about that. Level that guy up. Put some more gear on these guys. And that's it. Alright guys, well thank you very much for tuning in. This will be the first episode of the new Fresh Account series. And I'm going to try to do these at least once every 2 days in order to keep the account progressing pretty quickly so it doesn't fall behind the curve too badly. I mean, it's obviously not going to be as high as the top tier accounts because it's so late in starting it. If I had been smarter, I would have started this at the beginning of the private server, and then we could have had a Fresh Account series as well as my main account kind of growing at the same time, but what can you do? Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching and have a good night.